Welcome back to the channel there, Papa's Posse. Once again, it's time for Papa's comic books, coffee, and more. Okay, before we begin, don't forget about that QR code right there. It'll take you to my YouTube, my eBay, and my Instagram. All the social media you ever need. Are you ready for today's reading? Here we go. Ooh, wow. Tarzan, Edgar Rice Burroughs. Tarzan The Untamed. The ape man battling a horde of killer apes. This book was 30 cents, number 254, back in 1976. There's your date. Date stamp right there. It's called Vengeance and Mercy by Jerry Conway and David Kraft. Once again, don't forget about that QR code. Now, this book and others are available on my eBay page, Papa's-Comic-Books. Also, if you don't mind, hit that like and subscribe button down below. It helps me out, helps out the channel, and leave me a comment. Tell me what you thought about it. Okay, are you ready? Let's get into it. Dusk drapes the village of the Wamabos as torch is eagerly set to tinder, and soon the stockade glows in the burning light of sacrificial bonfire. Tarzan of the Apes strains savagely at his bonds to no avail. Oh no. He surveys the scene through acrid smoke, then squints at the uniformed figure of the English aviator strapped to the stake beside him. But although often clothes make the man, there is no doubt that the naked savage cuts the more noble figure, as indeed Lord Greystoke should. Lieutenant Harold Percy Smith, Aldwych, lifts his head slowly to regard his silent companion in misery. From the fuss they're making, the beggars must be awfully hungry. Well, I wager they'll fill their bellies tonight on us. If you want to get it over quickly, inhale as much of the smoke and flames as possible. Thanks. If you can carry on without screaming, you will deprive them of their grisly pleasure. Vengeance and mercy. Zugtag! Bundalo, slay them! The calm words fade as the blistering flames strain ever higher at their feet, eager to roast live flesh. Goodbye, old top. Tarzan hears a sound from beyond the village wall. Attack, great apes, attack! We must rescue your master and his newfound companion from the cannibal men of Numabo. The Lord of the Jungle is surprised indeed to see who accompanies the great apes. Fraulein Kershaw, quickly cut my bonds. The apes will take care of the warriors. Devils from the jungle. My word, we're being rescued by a band of apes? Riga! Sutag, and unbind the other Tamagan. You have saved my life, Fraulein. You did no less for me when I first stumbled among the apes. Come, Zutag, and the others will follow with the Englishman. Unfettered, Tarzan and his strength of any 10 men, and a jungle-bred fury that is his alone. As for Smith Aldwych, his deep desperation. Keep moving, don't stop, freedom is ours. The ape man vaults the fence, lithely, scarcely burdened by the woman. And finds safely quickly on the other side, under the leafy boughs of the night jungle. How did you find the village? Your apes helped me, Tarzan, though I have been here before as a prisoner of the Usanga. He and his murderous cadre of German East African mercenaries took me captive, forced me to march with them. The trek proved difficult for the outlaw band. Thus, the lonely encampment of the Wamabos was a welcome, if dangerous, discovery. Move! If the savages in the village are good to Usanga, maybe, just maybe, I will not have it raised. And if you are good to Usanga, perhaps I shall allow you to live. Oh, pig! Though they were clearly cannibals, the villagers were a meager means and had no spirit for war. Famine and drought had both recently taken their toll. So Numabo, the village chief, reluctantly held a palaver. In return for food, water, and shelter, immediately Usanga promised that, on the morrow, he would send his soldiers out with their guns to hunt much fresh meat for the Wamabos. Thus was formed an uneasy alliance. We are agreed then, and may the gods smile on your visit. Usanga watched his shifty eyes gleaming as I courted roughly in vermin-infested hut. Enough, Norado, go, filthy beast. Again, white woman, Usanga urges you to be his friend. Never, I would rather die first. If you would rather die, I can arrange it. Your fate is in my hands, you see. I think on that while I join my men at the chief's feasting pit. I will be back later. As Bertha Kirch's story unfolds, Tarzan remembers his own disdainful vigil that self-same night. They prepare now for revelry. This bodes ill for the German spy woman, alone among so many drunken men. Bah, I care little. She deserves whatever fate befalls her. Tarzan's reverie is cut short by Bertha's continuing account. They had not taken my spear, she says, for they looked with contempt upon the courage of a woman. I waited patiently. Then, Usanga is coming. I must make my move now. Oh, lonely Paleskin Dorota comes to visit. I will not neglect you as Usanga has done. It's not Usanga after all. It's Noratu, and he's drunk. My marrow chills at what I had to do then. Tonight, you shall enjoy only death's embrace, drunken fool. Oh! Now I must run as swiftly and silently as I can to escape. Stealthily I slipped from the hut and cut of the palisades unseen. Yet, although the night jungle still lay before me, I plunged ahead, preferring the unknown to a certain fate that awaited me at Usanga's hands. Tarzan is quite familiar with her next actions, for he witnessed them himself from high above. She is brave for a German spy. Still, her kind destroyed my home, killed Jane, and now wage a world war. I should leave her to die. Finally, I'm free, and I have the secret papers stolen from Schneider's dead body. I must survive to reach civilization. Her blind flight carries her into the midst of a band of great apes. I despise her, but I can't let them kill her. Tarmagani she. Seize her. Kriega, beware! White, she disturb our dum-dum. Then, listen to me, Mangani. I am Tarzan of the Apes. It's the Jungle Man, and he's talking to in their guttural language. You do not know me, brothers. I am king of another tribe. I come in peace, yet I will fight if I must. Which shall it be? Tarzan would speak with your king. Shall Tarzan dance the dum-dum with his brothers, or shall he kill first? This has the ritual challenge ever been made, and thus must there ever come an answer. I am Go-Lot, I am king here. I am Go-Lot, I kill, I kill. Lord, have mercy, Tarzan will be torn to shreds. Cregan, beware of Lot. Bundolo, kill, kill. Tarzan's speed is that of Ara the lightning. I am Tarzan of the Apes. Shall Tarzan kill Go-Lot? Or shall Go-Lot be spared? To dance in peace beside Tarzan. My God, he is as much a wild animal as the apes themselves. Hey, Aquaman loves Twinkies. I like them too. Well, Go-Lot, which shall it be? I am king of the apes. I kill. Ow! Kagoda, Go-Lot, do you surrender? Kagoda, I surrender. Tarzan shall dance the dum-dum with his brothers, and Go-Lot shall dance alongside him. Those brutes, they are my brothers, woman. It is your people who are brutes, your people who ravage a world with war. Tarzan remembers that the Fräulein's words were lost in the rising sound of drums. As he joined his anthropoid brothers in a primitive dance, there in the silver light of Goro, the moon. The next few days passed under a strange truce as the ape-man helped Bertha construct a boma and a hut, though he spoke to her but rarely, for he held her in great contempt. Bertha thus came to regard him with increasing awe, for never before had she seen the attributes of man and beast so uniquely combined in one being. To her, Tarzan of the Apes was an enigma indeed. The events of the past several weeks had stunned her with the intensity of their savagery, especially the ape-man's vengeful actions. He was a demon who dealt violent death to Germans for slaying his wife, yet he had saved and protected Bertha when he could have left her to die. Truly an enigma. And then were the great apes. And then there were the great apes, whose presence still made her uneasy. No, stay away, Cregan! Do not be afraid, they are here to be friends. But they're so hideous! No doubt they think the same of you, but they will afford you protection, so be friendly with them. Ah, you're a magnificent creature. The apes accepted her and provided more companionship than the man who remained aloof as before. At length the boma and hut were finally completed. What is it to happen to me now? That is up to you. I have taught you how to hunt, you have shelter, and the great apes will protect you. You can't just leave me here. You're not human. I have no wish to be human. Humans killed my mate. I have given you the means to fend for yourself. Your fate no longer concerns me, German spy woman. Without another word, Tarzan left her behind. As he also intended to leave civilization behind, I will return home to the land of my boyhood and renounce forever the ways of men who by nature are far more cruel than the beasts of the jungle. Hold my journey takes me near the village of the Wamabos, and judging by their jubilant manner, they must have captured an enemy. The Gomangani cannibals are ever hungry for human flesh. The feast will begin soon. Perhaps I can somehow deprive them of their hapless victim. As he hunts. Look, the white demon of the woods! He is ours! Oh, the tree broke. Quite so. Tarzan remembers regaining consciousness to the pulse of a native drums. So, now I too have become part of the feast. Sorry to make your acquaintance under such beastly conditions, old boy, but it's rather out of our hands. For what it's worth, I'm Lieutenant Harold Percy Smith Oldwick, an Englishman here. I am Tarzan. The bonds were sufficient to withstand even the ape-man's great strength. Though he strained against them mightily, they did a jolly good job of tying us up, mate. I take it the blighters intend to roast us. As the main course? Yes, they're cannibals. A white savage and an English pig. It will be pleasurable to watch you die. Better to die than to be a bloody deserter like you. Usanga is no deserter. It was a white man's army, a white man's war. They used us. Put the torch to them now, as flames eagerly ignited dry wood and brush. The unfortunate events which had delivered him to the hands of the Wamabos flashed feverishly through Smith Oldwick's mind. First, of course, his plane had developed engine trouble and stalled far behind enemy lines. He'd been on a reconnaissance mission, and now he'd be on his own, alone in Central Africa. Blast, what a miserable luck! Well, at least there's no sign of the no sign of anything but animals. Bloody tropical climate, it's hell on engines. Alas for the British lieutenant, while he'd seen no sign of hostile forces, they certainly seen him. Oh, they're watching. Attack! Capture him alive! Natives! Too many of them! I don't have a chance! Well, I'll go down fighting like a proper officer of His Majesty's Royal Expeditionary Air Force. Lieutenant Harold Percy Smith Oldwick had fought bravely, but to no avail. He was taken prisoner by the warriors of Numabo and slated for their ghastly feast. A feast in which Tarzan of the Apes would also have figured prominently. Had it not been for the timely intervention of Fraulein Bertha Kirscher, she had come suddenly. The forest demons attack. Stop them! And she was accompanied by the great apes. Despite his disdain for the German, Tarzan could not help admiring the woman's bravery. Kill! Kill the blacks and free your master! The great apes had worked themselves into a frenzy of ferocity, and they leapt into the attack. Surprise and the sheer savagery of the assault stood them in good stead. Keep shooting! Don't let them escape! Ooh, Batmania. I like that. I want to get that. I'm going to pick that up. Shoot, damn you all! They're escaping! We'll get them, Musanga. Don't worry. They're gone, you fools. Gone! Now they plunged swiftly through the night jungle, the strange band of humans and anthropoids. And at length they arrive at the thorn boma and hut which the ape man earlier helped Bertha to construct. We are safe now. Blimey, miss, if not for you, we'd be dead meat. Tarzan knows Lieutenant Smith Oldwick speaks true. And yet, he cannot forget that Bertha Kershaw is an enemy spy. She has courage, but I still do not trust her. Her kind killed Jane. And that is something I can never forget or forgive. In the next issue, A Visit to the Lost Land. Ape Mail. Hey, Carter. Welcome back. Welcome back, Carter. Okay, well that was Tarzan The Untamed. The ape man battling a horde of killer apes. That was called Vengeance and Mercy from 1976. Now don't forget, hit that QR code. It'll take you to my eBay page, my YouTube page, and my Instagram page, all right? And also hit that like button and subscribe button down below. Helps out the channel, helps me out. Leave a comment down below there also. Tell me what you thought about this book, okay? And as Papa and Tarzan always say,
that was easy.
Until next time, Papa is out.